So I was ready for a project pan for lip products. I have way too many and I'm going to use them up. I'm not going to declutter them. We're going to use this stuff. If we haven't met before, hi, my name is Taryn, and this year in 2026, I'm doing my first time ever project pan. I've already filmed the video for all of my other beauty products, but this video is going to be specifically lip products because it seems like I have a bigger problem with lip products than any other product. So if you want to see how many I have, I cannot believe I have this many lip products, go ahead and stick around. Let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll give you an overview. This is how many products I have right here. This is everything. Some of them have already been used and some of them are brand new and some of them are backups and backups on backups. Today's February 28th. And for the entire month of February, I've been using this lip combination and I really love the way that it looks, but I want to give myself a couple options. And so I will keep probably 2 combinations out. I'll try that for March and see how it goes. I will continue using this combination here, and then I'm going to choose another one. And once those are gone, then I'll move on to the next one. And if anything changes, then it changes. So I'm not like hard set, this is what I have to do, but I just want to make sure that I'm using the product. Probably for my next combination, use up this, oh, that's not the right one. Charlotte Tilbury. This was something that I bought about a year and 3-4 months ago. Not my favorite. I love this little lipstick though. This is how much I've used of it. I think I'm going to keep these 2 in my rotation for March. And then once those are gone, then I'll pull something else out. But seriously, to use these up is going to take forever. I'm going to go ahead and get started on lip glosses because I don't have a lot of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 lip glosses. And these are a little bit old, I will say. This one is a L'Oreal. That's also a L'Oreal. One of them is glittery. This one is glittery and this one is not. I don't wear a lot of lip glosses because my hair, if it's windy, it just sticks to it and I don't like that. Bare Minerals Moxie, and it's really pretty. These are Estee Lauder. And I bought a bundle of them because I loved the way that it looked. This one I've been using, and I don't know if you can see that, but what do they call it? Windowing? Is that what it's called? Where you can see it? And I even pulled out the little stopper thing in the middle just today. Then I have this Bobbi Brown. This one is called Pastel. This one is a pinkish color. 2 other products that are very, very sheer are these 2. One is Maybelline, and there's not a whole lot left in there. It's just a sheer, it's kind of like a gloss. This one is a NYX Butter. I think I've used one of them up. This one is brand new though. I have a problem with backups because once I find a product that I like, I end up buying multiples. These products here, see those little stickers on them? I have a thing with buying things with stickers. If they have stickers, this one I must have peeled off. That means that they are on sale. And I paid like $1 and change for each one of these. And these are a long lasting, they're actually really pretty. And I've used them. I don't know how much is left in each of these. Then I have this one that I'm using as a blush. This is Revlon Mauve Night, and I really like the color as a lipstick, but it's a little bit too drying. So I just figured I'd use it as a blush. The colors on these are really, really pretty. They're very bright. I like that. I like this pinkish color. This one is a Huda Beauty, and this stuff stays on a long time. It's a little bit drying on my lips, but I really do like it. And this one is Trophy Wife, I believe. Really pretty, but I'm going to hold off on using that one. This one also, I don't even know if they make this color anymore. This is called Lift Off. It's a Revlon color stay. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful color. I love this color. So pretty. So as you can see, I have a thing for these like bright pinks. This color here, not my favorite. It's just a brownish color. I used to be more into brown and I really don't like it so much anymore. And I'm not real big on reddish colors either. but I do have some red lipsticks, and those I might have to pair with a lip liner that's a little bit darker. So I'll give you the final count of everything at the very end. I'm counting these as lipsticks. I have some little minis here. This one's never been used. This is a Bite in Chai. Never been used, but it's a small one, so that one shouldn't take too long to use. That one's kind of like between a brownish and a like a burgundy, I guess. This one also, this is Rare Beauty, something that I didn't buy, but it was somehow a gift in something. And these are going to be a little difficult just because they're more brown. This one here, also a Huda Beauty. And this one I think is Miss America. Yep, this one is Miss America. This one looks to be more red. So that one's going to be difficult for me to use as well. But if I'm feeling like red, that's like a brick red. These also have never been used. These must have been a little gift in something. I have no idea how I ended up with a Marc Jacobs. But because it's a mini, I think that these will be easy to go through once I get to using them. So these were not purchased. These were gifts with something. Here are tea something or other, pink tea. And since they're so small, there's not much in there. It's not going to take long to go through them. But this is such a pretty color. I really like this. It's kind of like a mauvey brownish color. I think it's really pretty. So I have 2 of those. If you've been around for a while, you might recognize this L'Oreal. This was so beautiful. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And I've held on to this forever. This is all that's left in here. It's kind of a sheer. It's so pretty that I ended up going on eBay and spending a crazy amount of money to get one of these just because I had to have the same color. And there's just something about it. It's like the color, the smell of it. It's very nostalgic to me. And I've wanted to hold on to this one forever. So that one's hard. I would be okay using this one up, and then this one I'm not going to try very hard to get rid of. The closest one I was able to find was this one by Maybelline. And this one is called On the Mauve. And I've used this one quite a bit. So look how close these are in color, but they're not the same. They're not the same. This Maybelline one is more thick, and this one is just really, is there a hair on that? No. This Maybelline one is just a little bit thicker and darker. Here, these are also L'Oreal. I love the way that L'Oreal products smell. I have Sandstone and Silverstone. And I've used both of them. I think Sandstone is a little bit darker. And look how goofy that is. So that one's a little bit browner. This one here. Oh no, this one's dark as well. They're both pretty dark and a little bit goofy. I don't know why they're so goofy. This Rose Embrace by Maybelline is a beautiful color. I really like this one. I also bought this one here in Bold Mauve. Not my favorite, as you can tell. I hardly used it. This one kind of goes along the lines of just that dark color. I feel like that one doesn't suit me so well anymore. A couple that are very, 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 very difficult. One of them is brand new. This one is brand new. And the reason that I have it, look, it had a sticker. I found it. I was happy that I found another one of these because I really like the shade, but honestly, it is so pigmented. And I don't have a lot left in this, and I think it looks like it melted or something. It's really strange. Let me show you how dark this is. Look at that. It is crazy dark. So this one might be one that I mix with a lip balm or something to make it kind of light. So dark, but it's a very pretty color. Okay, then I have these 3 YSLs, and these were all little gift with purchase type things. I have this Candy Glow Nude, Rosewood Blush, and Nude. What? Are those the same? Oh, there's a Candy Glow Nude. Honestly, I don't know what these are. Well, I'm not going to focus on these, but just showing you what I have to work with here. Okay, do you guys remember the MAC Selena? Wow. Okay, this one is stunning. This one is Dreaming of You. And that's how much I have of that one. It's a little bit darker. Look at that. That is just so pretty. You don't need a lot of it. It is thick, but it doesn't go on like these over here. It's not that dark, but so pretty. And when I think they were discontinued. And when I found that out, I had to get more. These, one of them has been used. Which one has been used? I think it's this one. Okay, I only have this much left. This one is by Bite Beauty, I think. Is that what it's called? I'm not into all these different brands, you guys. I just don't know them. This one is kind of like a raisin color. Also very pretty. Stays on quite a long time. I think I got a sample of this. Like maybe it was in one of the birthday gifts from Sephora or Ulta or something like that. And I ended up buying more of these online. So these are new. I've already gone through a couple of them. These are all new. Here, this is a NARS. I think it's Laguna. I was looking at this the other day. Also, I have not used it. This one is new, but it's kind of a smaller one, so I don't think that it's going to take me long to go through that once I get to using that. This one is also one of those, a little freebie thing. This one here is Barely Nude, and I think it's Estee Lauder. This is also a very pretty, like just a neutral color. Kind of a glossy, I like that. That's really pretty. This one is called Mixed Media. Not sure how I ended up with this. And you guys, you hardly have to use any of this. Look how dark that is. But it is such a cool, look at such a cool color. If you put on too much, it is dark, dark. So you have to just put a little bit and then use some kind of a gloss or something. But these are the colors I like, but sometimes I feel like these are just nighttime, going out. I don't wear that one too much. Okay, so this was in my brownish phase. This one is called Whirl. I'm sure you guys know that one. Also kind of a brownish, like a raisin. Is that what we would call that? Like a mauvey raisin, maybe? So these are the same. These are both Burning Love. And this one is, oh God, I love the way that MAC smells. This one is one of those matte. And you can see I've really loved this one. It's so pretty. Look at that. That one is really bright. I can wear it on its own. I can just kind of tap it on and it gives it a really pretty color. And I think it has like a bluish undertone, which is really, really nice. So backups, you guys, back up. I have backups. Oh, I didn't go through these. Oops, I skipped those. Okay, let me go ahead and do these and then I'll come back over here and do these. So Blissful Berry. This one should be new. Yep, look at that. Brand new. Wait, has that been used? Maybe I tried it. Okay, Blissful Berry is beautiful. I keep saying that. They're very pretty. Look, this one, that looks really funny. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that one right here. Can you tell I like those berry colors? Oh my gosh, they're so similar. This one is real easy to apply. Goes on really well, kind of glossy. And it's just super easy to wear. This one, I need to dig this out. Can you tell I've had this one for a while? Okay, look at that. Yep, but I know that there's some product left in there and I just need to get it. I've taken as much as I can, like nothing's coming out here, right? Nothing. That's how empty it is. So I need to dig this one out and put it in a little container. And I think I know just the container I'm going to use for that. So have you noticed that I don't have any real reds in here? These are my reds right here. And this one, okay, I might get some criticism on this one because honestly, it's been around at least 10 years and I think it might have mold. You guys can tell me. But I've used it, not had any issues. What is that? What is that stuff? Is that mold? I don't know, but it is a really pretty, it's kind of a sheer red. I don't wear reds often, but look how pretty. I do feel like it's a little bit orangey, and it doesn't really get very dark, but if you just want like a light shade of red, look how pretty. So if I'm feeling just a little red, that's the one I go for, but yeah, I'm not sure about that stuff. This one was a gift, and I don't know if I've worn it. Okay, this one is Ruby Woo, and red just does not work too well on my complexion. Ooh, that is pretty though. I like the berries. So red occasionally, and then also this one is the NYX. The NYX matte. I bought both of these together, and it was very difficult for me to use either one of them after I bought them. So, oh man, look at that. That is beautiful, actually. I really like that. Ooh, I likey. Okay, so as you can see, I don't do a lot of reds. I'm mostly into the berries and the browns, I guess. That is it for lipsticks. Now lip liners. Oh my. Okay, maybe I'll keep these on my hand. Now let's bring in the lip liners. This is a little cray, and I have them separated for a reason. These are duplicates, these are not. I came across this one here. This is Deep Aubergine, and it's from Sephora, and wow, what a beautiful color. But I thought, how long is this little tiny lip liner that cost me like $6 gonna last? Okay, very pretty. I could blend that with, oh, so many of those. This shade is just lovely. And I might have got them on a deep discount, like a couple of them, or misplaced them, and that's how I ended up with 3. So beautiful colors. We'll have no problem using those. I did have these sorted out, and now they're not. Vintage. I don't know what is up with this, but this one is vintage, same as this one. As you can tell, I have a brand new one. Why? Because it's a beautiful color. Look at this. Oh, this one's not working. Okay, it is a beautiful color. Okay, I do like it. And maybe this one is just old and that's why it's peeling. Anyhow, beautiful color. So I have a backup of that. And this one I've used in combination with this Huda Beauty, and it is so pretty. It just makes the Huda Beauty a little bit darker. Yeah, so I have a backup of that. And then Los Angeles has been one of my all-time favorites. Look, all 3 of them have been opened and used. And this is more of like a brownish, but it also has like a little bit of that, I don't know, kind of like it has a little bit of a mauve-y tone, but Los Angeles is just such a favorite of mine that I have repurchased this one so many times. Anytime I get them on sale, that's the one I'm looking for, along with this one here. We'll get to that. Mauve used to be one of my faves, but it's a little bit too light for my skin color now, and I still have this brand new backup. Mauve is just too light. On my face, I feel like it's too light. Sometimes I still use it occasionally, and I will, but that one I've liked in the past. It's been really nice. And then Mahogany is another one of those. It's kind of like a burgundy-ish color. I have a brand new one here again, and then 2 that are in progress. So one of them, that one feels a little bit old. Or is it lotion on my hands that is making them not come on? Yeah, anyhow, this Mahogany is a very pretty color. And I like having those. These here, okay, let's see. See, this one here used to be my all-time fave. Do you guys remember Stone from 800 years ago? This one is kind of like Stone. It's kind of grayish. It doesn't work well on my complexion. I don't really like this one so much anymore, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that one. Okay, now I have a bone to pick with NYX. What on earth happened here. These are both Bloom, okay? You see that? $8.36. But wait for it. Why are the colors so different? They're both Bloom. This one was so beautiful. When I bought it, look at that. Beautiful color. What is that? This isn't Bloom. What is this color? Because I want more of it. I love it. And then on the other hand, this is the other Bloom. Look at that. Completely different. Both say Bloom. And so I held on to this little one because I had to know. And I've been searching and I have not found the same color. I love that one. This little itty bitty guy right here. So beautiful. And I've purchased like 2 other Blooms and I end up with that bright color that's too bright for my face. So I don't know. NYX, what happened? Please tell me, what is this color? This one here is a NYX Girl Buy, and I don't remember this one. That one's not bad. Might be a little bit too red. This one here, Auburn. I don't remember this one either. What's the scoop with this? Oh, doesn't go on very well. Okay, that one could be problematic. This one here is Prune. I think this one was pretty. This one might have been a little bit more purple. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Okay, Sweet Tooth. Here we go. Sweet Tooth. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit too bright. Okay, now tell me that doesn't look like Bloom. What? I'm going to have a hard time with these two, Bloom and Sweet Tooth. Those are going to be difficult. And then I took a leap on this NYX, what does that say? Line Loud? I don't know. It's so dark in my room. I can't see anything. That's not bad. Okay. I might be able to get through that one. This one, I saw somebody talking about this one online. They were talking about red. This one is Red Blush. Check this out. This is such a pretty red. And it goes on so smooth. You hardly even have to touch it. Look at that. It's like, it's so creamy and so pretty. And it's just a beautiful red. I can use that alone as a lipstick. This one here is Hummus. Okay, this is another one similar to this. I've not been able to find this one. And, oh, it's so sad because it's old. It looks a little bit different here on camera. But this was such a pretty color. I loved it and I was never able to find it. And I held on to it because I just kept telling myself I have to find this. Okay, 2 more here to go. Let's see. Cherry Skies. Do you guys do this? Do you buy multiples? Do you buy backups? Do you end up with similar colors? It's so hard because once you buy them, you just don't know how they're going to look on you, if you can return them. There's so many that I've given away because they were just way too light. They don't always match. They just don't always match. Copenhagen, I think I didn't like this one for some reason. Let's see here. That one's pretty dark. It's like a dark burgundy. Anyhow, you guys, I'll give you the final count here. Can you guess what it is? Was anybody counting? What was this one? Ooh, that was... See, I'm telling you, this was the Huda Beauty with whatever I mixed it with. I don't remember now. I've never sat down and done this. I have so many. I have the grand total for you. But I want to ask, do you guys do the same thing? Do you have backups on backups, same colors and everything? I think it's a problem. But once I find something that I like, I just keep buying more of it because I'm always worried it's going to be discontinued. Okay, it is going to take me forever. And if you're here for the ride, I appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks in advance for the encouragement and just sticking around. I look forward to seeing your project pans and if you're going through lip products and you know how you're tracking them. I think I am going to start tracking them. So you ready for the grand total? Grand total here. I have 2 balms, 7 glosses, 27 lip liners, and 47 lipsticks. That is a grand total of 83 products. Here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.